It's been a long time goal of ours to get down to the Bourbon Trail here in Kentucky, and we finally made it. We're here with Angel's Envy this week, and we're excited to kind of dig a little bit deeper into the heart of this distillery to talk about what sets them apart, what makes them special in an industry and a place where there's distilleries around every single corner.
So we didn't have to wait very long to find the answer to that particular question. We started the day off with a tasting, and we got to learn more about Angel's Envy right away.
This is the very first bourbon brand that was designed around secondary maturation. So we make bourbon, we follow all of the rules that you have to follow to make bourbon, and then we take it out of that white oak barrel, we put it into a ruby port cask. And that's what makes our brand our brand.
So after tasting through both the bourbon finished in port casks and the rye finished in Caribbean rum casks, we did a cocktail making class. And obviously we used Angel's Envy to start the process, and we added our own bitters and sampled through all sorts of different types of vermouths, ranging in bitterness and sweetness level. We kind of blended our own reverse Manhattan. We finished it off with a lemon twist, and we've got to say, that was one delicious cocktail. Angel's Envy Distillery is a family-run distillery that started as an idea. Lincoln Henderson was a well-known name in the bourbon industry, and Angel's Envy was Lincoln's brainchild. They brought him out of retirement in 2011 to work with his son Wes to start the brand. It's a stunning distillery to experience in person. And while we were there, we had the chance to get up close and personal with all the critical steps that go into making exceptional whiskey. Milling, mashing, fermentation, distillation, even bottling all happen right here on site. They're able to maintain a very high standard of production because they control every step of the process. At the heart of the distillery is a 35-foot still made right here in Louisville by Vendome Copperworks. It's a true work of art and critical to the production of their spirit.
Anytime you get to a distillery, one of the most important things you can do is meet the people who are making the whiskey. You want to talk to them, you want to hear about the different steps that they're taking and the way that they're putting their own spin on production. And when you get to meet them and when you get to hear the passion that they're putting into their creativity, it really is amazing when you taste that whiskey at the end of the day to understand a little bit more about where it's come from. So I saw something here at the distillery today that I thought was really interesting, and it's a saying that they've got up in a couple different places, and it goes like this. It says, "Revere tradition but embrace progress." Now what does that mean? Well, it means here at Angel's Envy, they want to honor the tradition of making good bourbon. They want to take the lessons that they've learned for hundreds of years as people have been putting together amazing mash bills and maturations and finishing whiskey in great barrels. And what they want to do is take those lessons and then they want to think about a new way forward as well. And so the way they do that here is they practice cask finishing, which is they take those new American oak barrels, they age their bourbon in those, and then they finish those in an additional cask. We're really familiar with this in the Scotch world. We've got sherry casks and we've got all sorts of fortified wine casks, and now in the bourbon world we're starting to see that pop up more and more. I think that is super cool.
Our time at the distillery left us impressed and grateful for the chance to see a bit more about what makes these whiskeys shine. From there, we were in for a real treat. It was time to feast. We had the chance to pair Angel's Envy with some world-class cooking to see just how the flavors can work together. Whiskey and food. What's not to love? It's been a long-time goal of ours to experience the Bourbon Trail, ever since we began our whiskey journey. It was incredible, to say the least. To have a chance to meet the people, to see the places where these whiskeys are created, and to experience the passion that goes into every bottle. It's forever shaped the way that we view these spirits that we've all come to know and love. We would highly recommend a tour at Angel's Envy if you ever get the chance. In the meantime, wherever you are in the world, grab one of their bottles, try it for yourself. We think you'll enjoy it as much as we do.